Hey, welcome back, Knife Nerds and Everyday Care people. It's the Big Canucker here with our Friday morning wrap-up wrap, and just wanted to kind of go over a few things here and let you know what we got coming up. All right, so what we got coming up is we've got some videos that will be happening next week. I've got a video. I gave my boy a Spyderco, and he's having a little bit of a rough time. And I've given him some knives in the past. I've given him a couple of Reich knives and buck knife and stuff like that. But he's always coveting my Spydercos, and he's probably going to get the majority of them once I get to the big knife store in the sky. But he's been having a rough go lately, so I gifted him my very first Spyderco I got, which is a Spyderco Tenacious, black on black. Oh, look at that! I had a little dot on my forehead there. So that video is coming up. It's really quite made his day, made me feel pretty good, and it was awesome to gift. So that's going to be kind of a tag too as well. Out there for all you other knife hobbyists, I want to hear your stories about your very first Spyderco. Now, most people know that I'm a little bit of a Spyderco fanboy, but I'm trying to broaden my horizons. This weekend I'm heading out camping, and I'm going to have my SE6 and my Azula 2 that I got from Neo down in the States, Mr. Anderson. Yeah, he told me to call him Neo from now on because of the Matrix, and I can't thank him enough. Wonderful, wonderful set of blades, a wicked ass rig, and hopefully I can get moving around there a little bit more and shoot some video of maybe doing some feather sticking and putting this SE6 through its paces. Wonderful, wonderful knife. Now, the other thing that I ended up picking up is I picked up a Maximum wet dry wheeled sharpener from Canadian Tire or Kanakistan Tire or Crappy Tire, however you want to say it in Canada. It's our hardware chain, and it's very, very similar to the Tormek, but the Tormek is, even the small T4 is $500 here. And that's not even, it comes with some attachments and stuff like that, but by the time you're all said and done, you're probably, tax included, you're $700 to get yourself going on a sharpener. So with this, I picked up the sharpener for $179. I grabbed from Wen the knife sharpening attachments because it only comes with the chisel attachment. So it's got the long and short blade. Now I have the long and short blade with the chisel, scissors, and an axe attachment. And I'm going to try to earn myself some money sharpening knives for all the people at our campsite and friends and stuff like that. I'm going to put some ads out there and see if I can just raise a little bit of capital just to keep this channel going and to keep my my hobby afloat because yeah, she's pretty damn pricey out there. But I digress. Now, a lot of you guys realize that I've gotten this darn sun is driving me crazy. How it's hitting my head. Anyways, I ended up getting some surgeries, and my foot has kind of been locked like this. So anytime I try to put some pressure on my foot, all the tendons at the bottom of your foot and ligaments, they're under so much stress, strain, and pressure that my foot just absolutely kills me. So I got myself a new set of shoes with kind of a rocker bottom is what it's called, and it's got some orthotics inside of them, but holy cow, I mean, these are like I'm a pretty tall guy to begin with. I used to be 6'3", but I've hit 50 and I've noticed that I've shrunk a little bit, but I put these buggers on and damn it, I'm like probably 6'5" again, or 6'5", so I feel like a giant. I'm a little unstable on them and they hurt like hell. I've worn them for a couple hours at a time for the last couple of days, and my foot is killing me. But that's what they say, you got to kind of shoot through that pain, and hopefully once I'm done that whole thing, I'll be able to go out and do my my break dancing and my table dancing and stuff like that. Okay, so that's we've got that. Now the other thing here is my boy found an old knife that was gifted to him by his one of his papas, my son, and it looks like it is a premier lifetime knife out of Germany, and it's got some H71 stainless. So any of you couple of questions. if any of you knife guys out there can tell me or direct me towards where I can find out about the H71 stainless, I'd like to find out its knife properties. I'm also wickedly curious, and I want to find out how I should maybe sharpen this too as well. And not that the H71 is going to tell me. You know, it might tell me if this has got a wicked edge holding abilities or not. I don't think so, because this looks like it's kind of an antique bugger. It looks like you've got stag handle with almost like an aluminum pommel. You've got like a brass guard here. And, you know, it's a German knife, and it looks like it's a zero grind knife too as well. There is no secondary bevel on here at all. Looks like whoever owned this knife in the past just basically sharpened it like Virtual Voice. He's another great knife guy too as well. Hello, knife people. If you guys haven't watched some of his videos, check him out. If you want to learn how to sharpen with a zero bevel or 0 degree, like just completely flat, go to his and he'll teach you. Very, very smart fella. Anyway, I don't know whether or not to put a little secondary bevel on here or keep it zero grind. Now, I know if he's going to touch it up himself, he will probably want to have a little bit of a bevel put on here. But if I would keep it and I was going to use it for, say, cutting or breaking up an animal, I don't know. That zero grind is great for slicing, but when you want to touch something up in the field, I think it's harder a zero grind knife, but who knows? There's lots of Bark River knives out there that are zero grind, and people seem to love them. But the other thing is, it's got the tip is really rounded off. And I don't know if I can sharpen that tip right up, make it super pointy without putting a little bit of a bevel or doing some grinding on there. But just leave your thoughts in the comments too down. Should I put a little tiny second degree bevel on there, or should I keep it a completely 0 degrees? And the other thing is, if you can direct me towards the H71 steel, I would appreciate it so much, because I haven't been able to find anything. I mean, I try to search H71 steel, and it brings me to these either like faucets or these Chinese water valves and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's a Chinese steel, because it seems like weird that a German company would use Chinese steel to make a knife out of China. But who knows? Stranger things have happened. So I'm going to be sharpening that up and having a great time doing it. Now, this is like, I think, the 4th time that I've shot this video. This DJI Osmo gimbal is fantastic. So it locks onto my face, and I can move my head around, and it'll follow me and stuff like that. And it's got these little things called gestures. Holy cow, this damn light. Ugh, picked the worst time to do this. But anyway, if you say you put the peace sign to the camera, it starts to record, and then it locks onto your face, and then you put the stop sign to stop it, and it stops recording. But it just has been going off randomly. So I'm sitting here, didn't throw up the peace sign or the nothing else, and boop, popped on. So I thought, well, I'll start recording. I would get 3 minutes into the video, and I would shut off. And then I would pop back on 2 seconds later and shut off again. So it's kind of pissing me off. So like I said, this is the 4th time I think I've shot this video. But I want you guys to have a great time this weekend. Keep yourself safe. I hope everybody's out there is listening to those experts. Keep the shiny side up, your stick on the ice. This is the Big Canucker saying adios.